You open your eyes, first thing you reach for is your phone. It's called doom scrolling.
Finding yourself wasting too many hours online.
If you are seeking a better work-life balance and not finding it, yeah, you're not alone.
Work-life balance. He says that maintaining this balance is a personal responsibility.
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
Work-life balance.
Listen, I used to be lazy as hell. I'd start doing some work, then I'd get really bored, and then next thing I know, I'm on either YouTube or TikTok just doom scrolling. But then I found a way to just trick my brain a little bit into actually loving hard work. And no. Before you think this is some motivation hack, I promise you, it's not. This is actually backed by neuroscience, and it's used by some of the smartest people on the planet to retrain their brain for success. So if you want to learn the secrets of what I did exactly step by step, keep watching this video. The truth is, our brains are just wired to want to avoid hard work. And it's because of this thing called dopamine. Your brain naturally wants to chase whatever gives it the most satisfaction or the biggest reward in the shortest amount of time. Social media, instant dopamine. Netflix, instant dopamine. Hard work, not really that instant. Hard work can sometimes take days, weeks, even months for that reward to finally be felt. And so naturally, our brains want to avoid that. But wait, here is the crazy part. You can actually just rewire your brain into loving that hard work. And it all comes down to a couple different neuroscience tricks that I'm gonna teach you. So scientists actually discovered that dopamine isn't only released when you get a reward. It can also be released in anticipation of a reward. That means if you can associate work with pleasure, then your brain will automatically start craving it. The trick is to attach small dopamine rewards to the process of working, not actually the final result. And here's exactly how I did it. First, make sure you're giving yourself micro rewards just for starting. Usually with hard work and things that take a long time, starting is the hardest part. So give yourself a small little reward just for starting. For example, maybe when you sit down at your desk to work, you give yourself a little sip of coffee. Or maybe you have a little sweet treat that you like to eat while you work. But you have to make sure that these are truly just micro rewards. Just small little things that you can add to your everyday routine to make doing work a little fun. The second thing I do is gamification. Turn every project into a game. Personally, what I like to do is I like to set a timer and see if I can beat that clock. It's almost like I'm defusing a bomb or working for the FBI, and so I have to beat this clock, and the only way I can is by finishing my project. So set yourself a little 30-minute timer and race yourself against it. I know it really sounds stupid, but when you have that timer going, it really just gets your anticipation up and just gets your adrenaline going a little bit. Another thing that I do are music triggers. I've got different playlists for different things, but I've made one specifically for work. And over time, you listen to that music enough and your brain automatically starts to realize that when you're listening to that music, that it should be doing hard work. There are tons of lo-fi playlists on YouTube that are literally exactly meant to do this, so you don't even have to make the playlist yourself. You can just go find one on the internet. Once I was able to make starting a new project fun, after a few weeks, my brain stopped fighting it, and it actually started craving doing more work. Here's one more secret that I want to share with you. Our brains actually really love unpredictable things. When you don't exactly know when the next win is coming, when it finally does, that release of dopamine is X number of times bigger than if you're already anticipating it. That's why slot machines are so addictive. You don't know when the next win is coming, so you keep pulling that lever. You can use that same psychology to make work addictive. After you get used to giving yourself those little micro rewards for starting, start to make those rewards a little more random. Some days, after you get a lot of hard work done, give yourself a little treat. And then other days, give yourself a little break in between your work so that you can get a little bit of a rest. You're essentially trying to keep your brain guessing so that it stays hooked on the process and never knows when the next reward is coming, so the work itself becomes natural. This works insanely well for building long-term habits. There's one more trick that changed absolutely everything for me, and it goes along with what I said earlier about gamification. You have to reframe hard work as play, as something that's fun. If you're bored bored at the gym or stuck, then turned into a game. Can you beat your last set? Struggling to study for that exam that you've got tomorrow? Turned into a puzzle that you're trying to solve. The moment you're able to stop treating work as pain and start treating it as something fun, then your brain will stop resisting it. This is why you always hear top performers say things like, oh, I love the grind, or I love the process, or maybe you've heard your parents say, find something that you love to do as a job so it doesn't feel like work. It's all the same concept. Loving hard work is not natural, it's trained. If you want to trick your brain into craving hard work, then make sure you do these 3 things. Micro rewards for starting, make the start of work feel good. Intermittent rewards, keep your brain guessing on when that next reward is gonna come. And 3, gamification. Reframe work as play, make it a game, not a chore. The people who get ahead in life aren't always the smartest people. They're the ones who learn how to enjoy the process and therefore do a lot of hard work. So start hacking your brain today with these tips and your future self will thank you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. As always, I'm your boy Jerome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.